This is for Sagittarius. I'm Karen with Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. I had started this reading and got totally rudely interrupted, and um, I stopped it. Now, I do have the cards laid out, and I don't want you to think I cheat. I don't cheat, but I had to redo it, and I want it, the cards are what they're supposed to be, so I didn't want to reshuffle and redo, just so you could see me shuffle. If you trust me, then you understand that I will never do that. Um, and I did. I got completely derailed, um, and so sometimes things happen. I mean, I live alone, so normally these things don't happen, but sometimes they do. So life got in the way here for a second. My apologies. So this reading is for Sagittarius. It's for May 2023, Sun, Moon, Rising. And I've already shuffled and dealt out the cards. What we're going to be taking a look at is three cards for May. We're going to take a look at what a challenge, what you don't see, the good stuff, basically what to watch for and look for, what's coming in, kind of to keep an eye on, and then advice and outcome. So, and we'll go through the whole thing. But the bottom of the deck came up with the sun. So I feel like this is about um, overall joy. It's all about happiness this month for you. I feel like but I will say with the rest of the cards, you kind of like, really? But yeah, it is. And you have a really nice feeling to May. May is going to be a good month for you overall because it's kind of like all of the things, what's coming in, what the feelings are, what to look for, all of it. So we have the 10 of Cups, we have the Two of Wands, and the High Priestess. And in this deck, things just feel different to me all around. So when I use this, um, I don't feel like this 10 of Cups is a relationship, although it could be. What I do is feel in the beginning of the month, you're going to feel like you have a safe place. Like the beginning of the month is going to feel like you have come across a place that is safe for you, whether it's work or love. It could be either or, it could be just your home, it could be a feeling, but you're going to feel really kind of like where you're going to finally feel like you're in a position where you can be you 100%, where you're not worried about what you say, what you do, how you act. You're just going to be comfort and safe, and it's going to feel really good. And then what comes next is the Two of Wands. So as the month moves forward, you will feel like you can free yourself. Like this card to me is totally about freeing yourself. It is moving forward as well, but they're getting they're getting themselves free from those snakes. Those snakes have been holding them back. And I feel like there's been something that's been holding you back. And because of this feeling with the 10 of Cups, you are finally able to really let go of those things that have just held you back or have tied you or have been maybe addiction, any of those things. You're letting it go. And this is a really good feeling. To me, this also, actually, the Two of Wands to me in this, right now in this reading, feels better than this 10 of Cups because this is such a relief. But it happens because you feel safe and you feel secure and you're in just a, this just feels so safe. And then towards the end of the month is the High Priestess. There's two things. When I look at the High Priestess in a reading, sometimes when it's an outcome or a divination, it's kind of a reminder that maybe the querent isn't supposed to know the answer, or they already do know the answer. And it could be a little bit of that, like we're not going to tell you what the outcome is, but how the month's going to end. But I do feel like it's more about it could be spiritual if you're looking for, trying to find or figure out your spirituality, or looking at that area of your life. This could be like an epiphany time for you where you go, oh, I get it. Spiritually, but I also feel like there's something really true to your soul here. This isn't about your heart, it's not about your mind, it's your soul, and it's different. It's deeper than love, it's deeper than money, job, security. It's deep. If so, at the end of the month, I feel like you really find this. really, because you're in a safe place, because you've been able to finally let things go, by the end of the month, this just, it's serene. I can't even tell you how I feel. It's like so, I don't feel like this very often. It's a different feeling. And I think it's because it's your soul that's feeling it. It's, it's, it's not about love. It's just so different. It's not about, I don't, almost like feeling right. Like it just feels right. It's weird, but it's a really good feeling. So your month is going to go really well. Your challenge, though, is the King of Swords, and I feel like that is all about being in your head about this. So there's a part of you that, even though you feel comfortable, and even though you know you can shed your things, there's this little piece of you going, "How the hell did this happen? Is this really happening?" Your logic starts to kick in, and your brain starts to work, and you starting to go, "Hmm," and you're getting in your head about it. So this is going to be a challenge. I don't believe this is a person, although if it is a challenge, a person that's challenging you, it's someone that's not very nice. And I'll just say that flat out. If this is a person and this is your challenge, they're not nice. They're mean. They're hard to deal with. They're stubborn, and not stubborn. No, they're always right. They say words that hurt. They are sharp. So if it is a person, that is a challenge, and you will need to do something about that. But but I feel like it's more about you getting in your head and having this energy of the King of Swords being so, trying to pinpoint everything and being art, so like it's got to be this or this, and just being over logical, being over in your head, being over thinking way too much. What you don't see, though, is the King of Pentacles, and this is the opposite energy to me of the King of Swords. I think the King of Swords in some cases can be successful, but this is a stable king. Not only stable financially, but he's stable emotionally. He's stable. He's just that way. And I feel like you don't see the stability in this situation. You don't see the long lastingness of this situation. You're not seeing that this can be, because I think you're so in your head that you're not seeing what can really happen here, and what, I don't know. I just feel like you're not seeing that. You're you're almost thinking that this won't be stable. You're thinking it's too good to be true, and you're feeling too good to be true, so you feel like it's not going to stick around. The good stuff, what to look forward to, is the world and judgment. The judgment goes hand in hand with that high priestess. I feel like there's going to be some kind of calling that you're just going to feel like that. It feels just very deep, soulish, where you're going to look forward to. It's almost okay. So the judgment to me is, a rebirth. You're going to feel renewed. You have that to look forward to, and the world, because I pulled the world first, then the judgment. So the world says, you've reached that higher level. You've reached that higher level, and now instead of going from judgment to world, you've reached the higher level. So now that you can really tap in to this judgment card, it's almost like knowing the future. When you read these two, because this one came out first and it's normally after the judgment, it's like, aha, now I know what to do with this. And I feel like there's, because of the high priestess too, this is a very spiritual thing. Again, it could be love, it could be a relationship, it could be job, but what it is super deep within you. This is a really important month for you, I believe, Sagittarius. So I do believe that feels really good. Like you get to a point, and then all of a sudden you go, you know what? I know what to do now. Now I know where to grow. I know what to do. It's also an epiphany, and I said that the end of the month is going to be this very clear understanding of where this is all taking you. The advice is Seven of Wands and Six of Cups. So I feel like the Seven of Wands is always protect what's yours, always stay true to you. Um, and that to me is, what you have to do here is, stay true to yourself. Don't think because don't get so in your head, the logical part, that you're not looking at the true situation and how important is this to you. And the Six of Cups, I feel like goes right back to that Judgment card and the world together. So remember, you're going to have a peek. There's something that tells me you're going to have this peek into the future that will make you understand what to do next. It's really odd, this feeling I'm getting. So this is probably very specific to somebody, but you are going to have a moment that you've never had before, which is going to tell you exactly what you need to do. And I've never had a reading like this in my life where I've been able to tell someone that they're just going to have this moment. And it's beautiful. These are beautiful cards. So no, the advice is watch for that. Watch for signs this month. Watch your dreams. Watch for angel numbers. Whatever signs you watch for. Are you seeing butterflies? Are you seeing a certain bird? Are you seeing? Are you receiving messages? Do you hear them? Look, keep an eye, because you're going to be receiving some kind of message. Now, like, if you're not super into that, this definitely could be just an understanding, a complete and total understanding. Like I said, with this world and judgment together, is you're going to be at a moment where you go, aha, I know what to do now. Your outcome is the Three of Cups, which is really cool, because in this deck too, it's sweet. It's not just about celebration. She's celebrating him for being a good friend, and if you read it in the book, it's like, he's klutzy, basically, is what she says. Like, he thinks he can fly, but can he? But doesn't matter, because I still love him. And this isn't about love, it's about friendship, because appreciating someone no matter what. So there is this feeling of, I think when you go back to looking at the entire month where you're feeling safe, you let go of something, and then you have that moment, I think this goes hand in hand with that. That you're going to be okay with making mistakes. You're going to feel a lot different about yourself. You're going to have a new relationship with yourself. You're going to be, it's okay if I, stumble. It's okay if I trip. It's okay. And it's really a lovely feeling. I'll tell you, this is a very wonderful, I feel like this could be a very wonderful month for you, very eye-opening month, a very spiritual month. If you are spiritual, it's just going to feel super wonderful. There's something very wonderful about this month for you, Sagittarius. This is awesome. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please, if you did, give me a comment, hit the like button. Always appreciate that. It just kind of lets me know how I'm doing too, and we all need a little feedback, right? So take care and have a beautiful day.